Hi everyone, and welcome back to the continuation of my series on CSEC Math past paper revision questions, paper 2. So we're on question 6, which is typically on statistics, but this one from January 2018 is on transformations. So we have a triangle PQR on a grid, and part A, for 1 mark, we have to state the coordinates of R. Okay, so that's an easy 1 mark. So let's look at the diagram. R lies on the y-axis, so the x-coordinate will be 0, and the y-coordinate, since it's midway between 2 and 4, the y-coordinate is 3. So the coordinates of R would be 0, 3. Okay, so let's look at part B. On the diagram above, draw triangle P', Q', R', a reflection of triangle PQR in the line y equals 1 for 2 marks. So our mirror line is the line y is equal to 1, which is a horizontal line passing through 1 on the y-axis. So I'm going to use red to draw the mirror line. So this horizontal line that passes through 1 on the y-axis is our mirror line y equals 1. So let's perform our reflection. So each point on the object is the same distance away from the mirror line as the image point is. So let's reflect point P. So P is 1 unit away from the mirror line. So then P' will be 1 unit away on the other side. So therefore, this will be P'. Q, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So Q' is here. And the last point R, 1, 2. So R' will be 1, 2 units on the other side. So this is where R' is. So our triangle P', Q', R' is this triangle here. Okay, so that's part 1. Let's look at part 2. So this time we have to draw a triangle P', Q', R', a reflection of triangle P', Q', R' in the line x equals 0 for 2 marks. So our mirror line this time is the line x equals 0, which is a vertical mirror line this time, passing through x equals 0 on the x-axis. And you would notice x equals 0 is here, and it's a vertical line, so therefore x equals 0 is actually the y-axis. So the y-axis is our mirror line. So just going to draw that in. Okay. Just erase that last line. All right. Draw it this way. Okay, so this is our mirror line x equals 0. Okay, so let's reflect our triangle P', Q', R' in this mirror line now. Okay, so let's do the first point. Point P is 1, 2 units away from the mirror line. So we count 1, 2 on the other side. So this will be P'. Okay, let's look at Q. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So Q' is here. And R', if we look at R', it lies on the mirror line. So therefore, R' is the same point because it's not reflected anyway because it lies on the mirror line. So this is our triangle. And the point to note that when you have a point that lies on the mirror line, that point is called an invariant point. Okay. So let's look at part C. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle P', Q', R' onto triangle PQR. So this is a tricky part because we want to know what transformation maps this triangle onto this triangle. Now, it's not a translation because if we look at the orientation, it looks like the triangle is flipped around. So it could be a reflection, but if it was a reflection, then P double prime would be reflected where R is. All right, so it looks like the triangle is turned completely all the way around, which means that the only possible transformation is a rotation. So if it's a rotation, let's connect the corresponding object and image points. So I'm going to use a different color here. Okay, so let's connect P to P double prime, R to R double prime, and Q to Q double prime. So we notice that all of these lines, all the green lines, actually pass through this one point here. So that one point is definitely the center of rotation. So that point is 0, 1. So all we need to do now is determine the angle of rotation. So if we look at it, if this is the center of rotation, P double prime will rotate around that point to come to P up here, which is a total 180 degree rotation. All right, similarly with R double prime, if we rotate it about this point, R double prime will come onto R, and then Q double prime will be rotated onto Q. Now, it doesn't matter if it's an anti-clockwise or clockwise rotation, because once you rotate it 180 degrees either way, you still end up with the same image. Okay? So therefore, the single transformation that maps triangle P double prime, Q double prime, R double prime onto triangle PQR is a rotation 180 degrees about the center 0, 1. Okay, so that's your 3 marks. And the last part for 2 marks, triangle PQR undergoes an enlargement of scale factor to calculate the area of its image. So first we need to find the area of triangle PQR, which is a half base by height. So if you look at it in the diagram, the base is 3 units and the height is 2 units. So a half by 3 by 2 will get 3 units squared. Now the area of the image will be the scale factor squared, which is 2 squared 4 times the area of the object 3. So therefore the area of the image is 12 units squared.